Hello pre-algebra students. This is our first video, so we're going to start with chapter 1 section 1, whose title is Words and Expressions. I like to tell my students that life is not going to come to you in numbers. You're never going to be walking down the street, someone say, quick, what's 5 times 7? But instead you're going to encounter situations and you have to then be able to translate those situations into math problems. So our first objective is to be able to translate verbal into numerical expressions. And then when we're actually ready to solve, we'll be using something called the order of operations. So as we get started, our class title is Pre-Algebra. What is algebra? If you want to pause the video and look that up, I'll give you time to do that. So the most popular definition is the branch of mathematics that uses letters to represent numerical values or numbers. Usually those numbers are unknown. So let's say unknown values. So algebra is the branch of math that uses letters to represent unknown values. So I apologize I didn't give you enough space right there. Before we get too deep into algebra though, we're going to review some concepts that you're already familiar with. Numerical expressions are just numbers that also have an operation involved. So a numerical expression, instead of just being a number, what makes it an expression is that it has an operation. Maybe it's two numbers that are being added or subtracted or multiplied or divided. And yes, I used a dot for multiplication because x's are going to start being variables. So our first problem that we encounter here is given to us in words. Write a numerical expression for this verbal phrase. 18 marbles divided equally among 6 friends. So our expression is 18 marbles divided equally among 6 friends. And that is all they're asking you to do, is to set up the problem. Some of you may have written 18 divided by 6. That's my preferred method. Now we all know that each friend gets 3 marbles, but they're not asking us to solve the problem. We're just writing the expression. So why don't you try B, the total number of photos, if there are 9 photos in the camera, plus 4 more. Try that one on your own. There it is. There's the expression. So writing a numerical expression is different from evaluating that expression. When it asks us to evaluate, that means to find the numerical value. So actually solve. If there is more than one operation, that's when we must use the order of operations. The order of operations. We're going to talk about that next.